Hi, my name is Brian Evenson. I am going to be reading today a story called Leg from the book The Glassy Burning Floor of Hell, which is a finalist for the 2021 Big Other Book Award for the short story collection category. Leg. The captain of the vessel was named Hecla, a name that in the language of her ancestors meant cloak, though she had never worn a cloak. One of her legs was not a leg at all, but a separate creature that had learned to act like a leg. When she needed to walk about her vessel, this served as a leg for her. But once she was alone in her quarters, she would unstrap it and it would unfurl to become a separate being, something she could converse with, a trusted advisor, a secret friend. Nobody knew it to be other than an artificial leg except for her. Hecla had found the leg before she became captain, a few moments after she lost her flesh and blood leg, severed cleanly mid-thigh in a freak accident. Hecla had the presence of mind to tourniquet what was left of her thigh. She was fading from consciousness, having lost too much blood when it appeared. It was bipedal, but strange and glittering, made of angles and light. Each time Hecla looked at it, it seemed subtly different. "What is that?" asked the creature. "What?" Hecla managed. "The dark substance puddling around you." "That is my blood," said Hecla. "I will soon die." "Ah," said the creature. "You don't exist," claimed Hecla. "I'm hallucinating you." The creature ignored this. Instead, it said, "Would you not prefer to live?" And with this began a relationship that bound Hecla and Leg tightly together. "I'm bored," she told the leg one day many years later, once she was captain of a vessel. "We do nothing but float. I want something exciting to do." The leg told her this: "On the winds of the darkness is a creature as long as this vessel, and that moves in a slow, undulating pattern across the currents of space. Its back is quivered with spines, and it is long and thin like a snake, but has the head and metal-breaking bill of a bony fish. With a swipe of its tail, it could destroy this vessel." "Why do you tell me this, Leg?" she asked. Leg shrugged. "It is a worthy foe. I thought you might like to hunt it." At first, Hecla dismissed Leg's suggestion out of hand. It made no sense to endanger her crew and the passengers sleeping in the storage pods for her own amusement. But as the days dragged past, she began to favor the idea. Eventually, she listened to the leg with interest. When it told her where such a creature was most likely to be found, she directed the navigator to change their course. "Why should I change my course?" he asked. His name was Michael. "Because I am your captain," said Hecla, "and I tell you to do so." "We have a destination," said Michael. "A new life awaits us." "Change course," said Hecla. "I will not do so without a reason," said Michael. So Hecla explained. "That is not a worthy reason," said Michael, once she had finished. "If you do this thing, many of us will die, perhaps even all of us. No, I will not alter our course. We shall continue to our intended destination." The captain asked again, and again he refused. In the end, he made it clear that she would have her way only if she killed him first. She returned to her quarters, muttering to herself, "What use is it to be captain if I cannot have my way?" Once back in her quarters, she released her leg. It unfurled and revealed itself. "Did you hear him, Leg?" she asked. The leg simply inclined its head. For as curious as it seems, the leg, when unfurled, had a head, to indicate that it had. "Who is the captain?" asked the leg in its strange voice. "Is it not you?" "It is indeed me," said Hecla. "Then force him to do it," the leg said. "He claims he would rather die first," said Hecla. "Then oblige him." But the captain did not want to kill Michael herself. She knew it was wrong and that she would feel guilty doing so. And yet, perhaps if she were not the one to do the actual killing, it would not be as wrong as she would be able, it would not be as wrong, and she would be able to live with what had been done. The only one she could trust to kill Michael and keep her involvement a secret was Leg. "Leg," she said. "Hecla," said Leg, bowing deeply. "Will you kill Michael for me?" "Yes," said Leg. "Here is what we will do. You will go to the navigation center when he is alone, and you will secure the door from within. When he asks you what you are doing, you will ignore him and release me, and I will unfurl and kill him. I do not want to be there when he dies, said Hecla. I do not want to see it or for anyone to guess I am involved. Find another way. Leg thought, take me off in your room. Then I will unfurl, walk down the corridor, enter the navigation center, and kill him. People will see you walking and see what you are, and they will shriek and scream. No one must know I have you, Leg. If they realize you are more than a leg, they will destroy you, and perhaps me as well. Think again, Leg. Leg thought long. I will change myself, said Leg finally. I will take on your countenance, and in that guise, I will kill him. Can you do that? Asked Hecla, amazed. Can you become just like me? Yes, and act like you too, but only if you grant me permission. And so Hecla did. As she watched, Leg underwent a transformation, taking on first her height and figure, and then the specifics of her features. In the end, there was nothing to tell the two of them apart, except that the captain was missing her prosthetic, and Leg, in becoming captain, had thought to give itself what seemed to be an artificial leg. When Hecla looked upon this perfect replication of herself, a shiver ran through her. Go, she said, kill him. I go, said Leg, and left. Leg went through the door and into the passageway. It walked slowly toward the navigation center, where Michael was. This was the first time it had been out of the captain's quarters on its own. This was the first time it had been away from the captain since Leg had found her. Leg enjoyed how this felt. Leg arrived at the navigation center. Michael was there, alone. It's no use trying to convince me, said Michael. I won't change my mind. I'm not going to try to convince you, said Leg, and killed him. To do this, Leg turned itself inside out and engulfed him so that the blood, when it came spattering forth, would be hidden inside. Then Leg released the exsanguinated body and turned itself right side out again. Inside, it was spattered with Michael's blood. On the outside, the false Hecla looked clean and untouched. And so Leg killed Michael and left his body on the floor. Then it bent over the body and stared at it long and hard. Slowly, it took on the shape and form of Michael. For once someone was dead, Leg did not need their permission to become them. Leg went back to the captain. At first, she thought it was Michael, since Michael was whom it resembled. The captain drew back as Leg came closer, afraid, until the moment Michael's features began to smooth out and Leg became itself again. Then it folded up tightly and became her leg again, though now it was a slosh inside with a dead man's blood. Wherever the captain walked, she heard it. And after? Some believe that once Michael was dead, Leg was satisfied to remain as it was, hidden, the captain's confidant. Others believe Leg acquired a taste for being human and did not want to give this up. At night, while the captain slept, it would take on her form or that of Michael and wander the ship. Occasionally, as a treat, it would turn itself inside out and kill someone, then dispose of the body, at times jettisoning it into space, at others incinerating it with a mechanism incorporated into its body. There are those who say that by the time the vessel reached the vast creature Hecla intended to hunt, Leg had destroyed the crew manning the vessel, and many of the passengers suspended in the storage pods. Only the captain and Leg were left awake and alive, and soon the ship was destroyed and the captain killed. And Leg? Soon it reached its mature form and became snake-bodied with the head of a bony fish, as it had always been meant to do. It is no doubt out there still, swimming alone along a current of darkness. Thank you so much.